Somebody call fashion police, because somebody's outfit is ridiculous. My name is Reprisal, as I've said before. So I mentioned I'm inspired by a lot of things. I wanted to talk about one of my heroes today. She was the star on Fashion Police. She entertained and filled the red carpet with laughs. She wrote novels that have me blushing and laughing. And she has done stand-up comedy. This remarkable woman can only go by one name, Joan Rivers. I love Joan Rivers because she's unashamed to say what she thinks. And nothing and nobody was off limits. If she wasn't bashing Gwyneth Paltrow or shaming celebrities for their outrageous outfits, she was writing new material. That's why when on September 4th, 2014, 2 years ago from tomorrow, she passed away. It changed my view on fashion commentary and what people lovingly called the queen of the one-barbed liners. It was after she passed away that on Twitter, other social media platforms, and the news, she got what she wanted. Every artist with a brain cell paid their respects to her, and so now I am too. And I must say, her funeral was as packed as Nicki Minaj's ass. Now I know I'm not as good at the one-barbed liners as her, but hey, you gotta give me credit for trying. So to bring back some laughs and to resurrect her wisdom, I've compiled a bunch of quotes I will read and comment on if I have any insightful words to say. I don't exercise. If God wanted me to bend over, he would have put diamonds on the floor. I succeeded by saying what everyone else is thinking. My face has been tucked in more times than a bedsheet at the Holiday Inn. Never be afraid to laugh at yourself. After all, you could be missing out on the joke of the century. My breasts are so low, now I can have a mammogram and a pedicure at the same time. My husband wanted to be cremated. I told him I'd scatter his ashes at Neiman Marcus, that way I'd visit him every day. My sex life is so bad, my G-spot has been declared a historical landmark. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is God's gift. That's why we call it the present. Aww. Don't ever tell your kids you had an easy birth. I used to wake up my daughter and say, "Melissa, you ripped me to shreds, now go back to sleep." Style is like herpes. You either have it or you don't. Every woman in this room tonight, think like a second wife. You grab and you take, and you grab and you take. And when you die, whatever you got out of him, you haven't buried it with you. If the next bitch wants it, make her dig for it. My body is my temple, and my temple needs redecorating. I enjoy life when things are happening. I don't care if it's good things or bad things. That just means that you're alive. When I first saw Justin Bieber's mugshot, I thought they added a cute new lesbian on Orange is the New Black. A man can sleep around, no questions asked. But if a woman makes 19 or 20 mistakes, she's a tramp. I just wanted to say she was younger when she said that one, and it was very much true for the time. And it is still kind of. All my mother told me about sex was that the man goes on top and the woman on the bottom. So for years, my husband and I slept in bunk beds. I knew I was an unwanted baby when I saw that my bath toys were a toaster and a radio. The last time my husband had a hot meal, the house was on fire. Honey, Rihanna, everyone knows if he hit you once, he'll hit you again. Madonna has just lost 30 pounds. Her secret? She shaved her legs. She went one step too far. We get it. You are no longer Hannah Montana. But you could do it with a little bit more grace. If I had a young daughter, that would be it. We wouldn't go to any more of her concerts anymore. This has gone too far. My mother-in-law hated me in life. She was a whiner. Yes, a whiner. Joan, you're standing on my windpipe. It was always about her. A comedian is there to be an outsider saying the emperor has no clothes. You cannot be a commentator on what's going on and expect them to invite you to the dinner table. My first sexual encounter was a rape. All right, are you happy now? A rape. Luckily, he didn't press charges. Every time you make someone laugh, you've given them a small vacation. Men are like parking spaces. All the good ones are taken and the rest are handicapped. I was born in 1962, and the room next to me was 1963. I said to my husband, "Why don't you call out my name when we're making love?" He said, "I don't want to wake you up." I hate people who die of natural causes. They just don't understand the moment. It's the grand finale, Act 3, the 11 o'clock number. Make it count. One of my friends called me and said, "My father-in-law died." I tried to pretend that I cared, so I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, he was 98 years old. Of course I'm okay. He didn't die of bungee jumping. He just didn't wake up. When a 73-year-old calls you and says, "My mother died," don't bother to say, "Of what?" You know already that the answer won't be pole vaulting or mixed martial arts. If you're going to die, die interesting. Is there anything worse than a boring death other than a Charlie Rose marathon in PBS? I think not. When my time comes, I'm going to go out in high style. I have no intention of being sick or dragging or lingering and boring everyone I know. I have no intention of coughing and wheezing for months on end. One morning you'll wake up and read a headline, "Joan Rivers found dead," on George Clooney's face. Clooney was so bereft, all he could say was, My grandson is 10 years old, and he wants to be a football player. I am so disgusted and disappointed in him because I wanted him to be gay. Who else is going to give a damn that I knew Judy Garland? Elizabeth Taylor is so fat that she wore a red dress and a bunch of school kids tried to board her. My airport lost all of my luggage, and oh please, the pilot walked past and he was wearing my dress. Marie Osmond makes Mother Teresa look like a slut. These are lies, my darlings. Not one woman has ever been made love to because she did the linoleum. This floor is immaculate. Lie down, you hot tramp. It never happens. When my water broke, there were fish in it. Heck, when my water broke, it was on the Weather Channel. My mom told me when I went to a date to bring something black and nice. I brought Diana Ross. My vagina is like Newark. They know it's there, but they don't want to visit. Adele should have named her hit song "Rolling in the Deep Fried Chicken." I like that one. The pastors are hypocrites. They all say the same thing. She's in a better place. She had a house in the Hamptons. She's not in a better place. She's dead. I told my husband I needed beauty sleep, and he said in order to do that, I would need to be in a coma. Cher likes her men so young. Yes, she gets her men. Listen. Cher hangs out at Toys R Us, and that's how she finds her men. I don't want to look at the person next to me in bed and wonder if he was a date or if I gave birth last night. I hate older men. One guy gave me a hickey and left his teeth in my neck. I think that these quotes sum up really easily why I loved her and why so many others loved her. One of the things I told myself I would do with my career was to honor the talents of those who have passed or are from my childhood. But Joan Rivers wasn't just my hero because she was funny. She also accepted minorities. Yes, they were the butt of her jokes, but she knew that she didn't mean them. That's why today, as we remember her legacy, I wanted to say that my dream was to get roasted by her on Fashion Police. Obviously that can't happen now, but Joan Rivers, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me something to laugh for. You gave me a vacation, just like you said. And I really miss you, and we all miss you, and we're all happy that you're in a better place, which I doubt because you also had a mansion. But thank you so much, and if you liked my video, please subscribe. And just remember and respect the artists that you listen to and follow while you can, because they might not always be around. They say that people kind of take their lives for granted, and it's true. She went in for a surgery or a doctor's appointment of some kind, and she passed away. The same thing happened to my dad's cousin recently. She went in to get her eyes checked, and hours later she had an allergic reaction to the dye, and her throat closed up and she couldn't breathe, and she passed away. I've always valued and loved the people in my life while they're around, and I want all of you to do the same thing, because you never know when the last time you're going to see them is. And I still think about Joan Rivers a lot, and I just wanted you to hear some of her stuff, because more than likely you've never heard of her before. Thank you for watching my video, and please share it with your friends and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.